From Odom to Alice to Robstown and Flower Bluff, we're here for you and cover the stories that matter most. It's the biggest talker in Corpus Christi. The fate of 7 CCISD schools will be decided today. We take a look at what this means for students and parents. In Odom, outrage may intensify tonight, tied to an arrest of an Odom High School athlete. Neighborhood News reporter Adam Beam is there as he continues to try to get answers. And the Uvalde school shooting trial heads into its second week. We'll tell you what happened today in the courtroom. Your news at 5 starts right now. Thank you for joining us. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. The fate of 7 CCISD schools will be decided today. Right now, CCID's Board of Trustees will consider and potentially vote on school closures. You're taking a live look right now at that meeting, which has just started at CCISD's headquarters. CCISD outlined several reasons for the potential closures, including low student enrollment, facility maintenance issues, and budget constraints. Our senior reporter, Neighborhood News reporter Suzanne Stevens is there at tonight's meeting and will keep you updated on the district's decisions. Well, if the district goes forward with the closure, students would be reassigned to other schools within CCISD. Fannin Elementary students would be rezoned to Barlanga, Garcia, and Hicks Elementary schools. Castores and Sanders Elementary students could get rezoned to Dawson, Galvan, Los Encinos, and Yeager Elementary. Travis students would be rezoned to Allen, Houston Shaw, and Zavala. Brown Middle School and Haas students would be rezoned to Atkins, Grant, and Hamlin Middle School. And Martin Middle School students get rezoned to Cunningham and Driscoll Middle School. If consolidation is approved, the proposed effective date is August of this year. There is a second option district leaders could discuss. The only difference is it would keep the Haas Middle School campus. Tonight, the Odom Ed Roy ISD School Board will discuss the ongoing investigation of an alleged December assault. Neighborhood News reporter Adam Beam has been following this story since the beginning. An alleged incident on a school bus led to the arrest of 19-year-old Christopher Soto for indecency with a child. Since then, parents have been calling on the school district to address the 3 coaches who were there for it. Other media outlets have reported on administrative action being taken. However, Superintendent Yolanda Carr has still not responded to our request for that same information. The meeting starts at 6:30. Adam will be there to get answers for you. Neighborhood News reporter Adam Beam will continue to follow this story. If you have any story ideas or tips out of San Patricio or B County areas that you would like us to cover, you can reach out to him by scanning the QR code on your screen. Well, we turn our attention now to Flower Bluff, where neighbors are speaking out over a home they say has had multiple problems for quite some time. Neighborhood News reporter Ana Conejo spoke with those who live here on Scotland Drive. That's near NAS Drive. They say this home has had multiple fires, the most recent one happening over the weekend. Neighbors also say it's becoming a gathering place for the homeless. It's left many neighbors on edge.
I don't know, it's just you don't know what to do. Your hands are tied. And you feel like you just give up. You just sort of give up.
Code enforcement tells us they're aware of the concerns and previously used federal grant money to help clean up the property, but says there are currently no abatement funds available. For now, residents say they're left waiting and hoping another fire doesn't happen again.
I'm Melissa Trevino, your Neighborhood News reporter in Alice. It's that time of year where temperatures dip and rise back up again. And if you're constantly switching from your AC to your heater, there's a few things you need to know.
South Texas, you never know what you're going to get.
Weather whiplash is nothing new in South Texas, but the constant back and forth can put extra strain on your HVAC system. Whether your system is new or old, CAW Operation Manager J.D. Reese says regular checks are key, especially when temperatures keep flipping. Reese adds the constant switching increases stress on the heat pumps, shortening their lifespan.
When it flings, we're going from hot to cold. Normally on a newer system, there should be nothing wrong with it. The constantly off and on can cause a problem to, speaking heating wise, to your heating element or your gas furnace.
Older systems, however, can run into more trouble. The constant change can lead to burnt out elements, failed motors. Repairs can range from a few $100s to the cost of an entirely new system. Older units may also be harder to fix, with parts that are tougher to find and less efficient over time.
To make sure that everything's operating when the temperature does switch like that, make sure that everything is in coordinates, make sure there's no element that's popped, make sure your cooling's working.
Reese also warns skipping maintenance can mean missing damage caused by unwelcomed guests. Mice, snakes, possums, and other small animals often seek heat and water inside HVAC units. The cost to fix those problems can add up quickly. Another important tip, make sure to get your HVAC system checked twice a year so you're not left without heat or cool air when you need it the most. In Alice, I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter, Chris 6 News.
All righty, Melissa, thank you so much. Well, we had a drop in temperatures over the weekend, so what does the rest of the week have in store for us? Let's go ahead and bring in Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. Hey, it was cold this week. One of the days,
Yes.
chilly.
We had to dig out all the sweaters. We try to give you a heads up because we haven't really had to use the sweaters a whole lot this winter season. But you know what? It's been a pretty, if I can say this, emo kind of day outside. The view from Sand Dollar City in Port Aransas shows a gloomy kind of view. As my mom put it earlier, looks like it wants to rain. And if you take this view from atop the USS Lexington, our first community bank camera shows you, well, maybe that does look to be the case. We are going to see the possibility of some showers moving into the forecast as we head through this evening, and it's much needed rain, so it's a lot to get excited about, but we haven't had very good rainfall track record here across coastal Bend. So I understand if you're already having some hesitations and maybe yelling back at the screen with me. I share your frustrations, but the weather pattern is actually one we haven't seen for quite some time, and that's where I think that may benefit us for just a little bit of rainfall as we head into the overnight period. So I'll be tracking the timing of that in your neighborhood. But first, let's track the temperatures in your neighborhood because, yes, it is sweater weather all around. Temperatures struggling to hang on to those lower 60s, and those temperatures are only going to fall as we head past the sunset hours. So where do we stop as we head into the overnight? I'll show you how chilly it'll be tomorrow morning and beyond.
Stephanie, thank you. Well, tensions are rising between Iran and U.S. as anti-government protests in Iran enter a third week. Well, hundreds of people have been killed and thousands arrested in the nationwide protest. President Donald Trump says Iran called him to negotiate, but his administration is also weighing in possible military intervention.
We're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it, and we're looking at some very strong options.
Iranian officials are warning American military bases and shipping lanes in the region. They will be treated as targets for retaliation if the U.S. intervenes militarily. Protests are also taking place in the U.S. with anti-regime demonstrators calling for change. Well, thousands of nurses in 3 hospital systems in New York City went on strike this morning after negotiations failed to yield breakthroughs in their contract disputes. Some of the sticking points include benefits, staffing levels, and workplace safety. The strike, involving some 15,000 nurses, could potentially force the hospitals to transfer patients and cancel procedures. The trial for former Uvalde CISD school resource officer Adrian Gonzalez continued today at the Nueces County Courthouse. Gonzalez is facing 29 counts of child endangerment and abandonment. Last week, the judge denied a motion for the defense for a mistrial after testimony from a former Robb elementary teacher was incorrectly shared. So far, the jury has heard from 10 witnesses, including a teacher who lost 11 students that day and a Texas Ranger who was part of the lead investigation. The trial will continue tomorrow. We will be following this trial all week and will continue to keep you updated on air and online at christv.com. Well, those decorative crosswalks you see in some of our streets are no more. Today, the city began replacing some of its decorative crosswalks to comply with a new state mandate. You're looking at crews working on the crosswalks in the 6 Point area. The city tried to appeal to allow for those crosswalks to be excluded, but they were denied. In total, 6 crosswalks along Shoreline Boulevard will be repainted in a plain uniform fashion. Work is expected to last several weeks. Construction along Everhart Road and SPID continues this week. Tomorrow, southbound Everhart between SPID and McCardle will close from 2 to 6 a.m. for concrete pouring. And starting today, there will be some closures on South Shoreline next to Cooper's Alley. That's over by one of the L heads on the bay. But don't worry, if you need to get to the L head, you can still just follow the signs for a detour. A new addition is coming to the city's south side. We'll tell you where and what it will be right after this.
You're watching KRIS 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Macy's will soon be closing 14 stores nationwide, including the La Palmera Mall right here in Corpus Christi. The company says the closures are part of Macy's strategy to shrink its footprint in the United States. The department store chain says its goal is to better serve customers and support long-term growth. And the closures will allow Macy's to invest more in stores that are doing well and expand its digital presence. The closures are expected to happen early this year. Target plans to open at least 30 more stores. Most of them will be in the South, including here in Texas, Florida, North Carolina. No official opening dates just yet. Long term, the retailer says it wants to add more than 300 locations over the next decade. The expansion comes after Target announced 1,000 layoffs and the elimination of about 800 positions in October. It says those cuts were to regain strength after slumping sales and blowback from its DEI programs. A new plasma donation center is coming to Corpus Christi's south side. Now, BioLife Plasma Services plans to open a facility on South Padre Island Drive near Everhart Road. Construction on $3.5 million project is expected to start in May and wrap up in October. According to the company's website, BioLife operates more than 230 plasma donation centers nationwide. The plasma collected is processed into life-saving therapies for patients with rare diseases like hemophilia and immune deficiencies.
The Nueces County Junior Livestock Show is underway. I'm Stephanie Molina, live at the Richard M. Bossier Fairgrounds, and I'll introduce you to some kids and all the hard work that goes behind it.
And first place.
All right, beautiful view from the CCAC camera. This one's out at Snoopy's, but we've turned it around to enjoy this lovely view over the Laguna Madre. This is where we normally see a brilliant sunset, all those wonderful rosy hues, but not today. We got some clouds, still a very nice view. Over SPID, we're kind of seeing the same deal, gloomy skies, and as I put it earlier, a little bit of emo weather here. It was caldo weather over the weekend, though, and the chilly temps are going to be here a bit longer. Let's talk about temperatures right now, how this trend is going to kind of evolve, and what we're looking at for the rest of the week, because there are a lot of things happening in the big weather picture, and none of them are necessarily outstanding, very notable, but it is going to be a little tough to kind of keep up with what South Texas weather is trying to throw at us. So starting with the temperature situation right now, things are chilly. We don't have much of a breeze out there, but let me tell you, when there's just a little bit of movement in the wind, 58 degrees in Robstown definitely feels pretty chilly. So everybody out there at the livestock show, long sleeves are definitely coming in handy, more than just function for today, right? 62 degrees the temperature right now in Rockport, the same in Ingleside and Port Aransas. We're a little cooler out in the Bluff. NAS Corpus Christi reporting a temperature of 61 degrees. That's also the temperature at CCIA, and we've already dropped off into the lower 50s and B and Live Oak counties too. So yes, by all accounts, temperatures are starting to fall, and as we head into the overnight, we're going to drop back into the 40s again as we get things going for tomorrow morning's commute. But I also want to remind you, since we had a cold front come through, we've got chilly temperatures, we also have some pretty dry air. Now, fire danger isn't necessarily a huge focus of this forecast, but the lack of rainfall makes it more of a forerunner when you have dry conditions like this. Dew point temperatures aren't so much a temperature as they are an indication of how much water is in the air around us. in relation to that temperature. So when we are off the charts dry with 30s and 40s, we are looking at some pretty dry situations around the coastal bend, 20s for our more inland neighborhoods. So let's please be careful with whatever we've got going on. We are hoping for some rainfall as we head into the overnight period. It's not going to amount to a whole lot, it seems, but it does look like our best opportunity here over the next couple of days. Radar right now showing some of that rainfall has been scattered and moving across our neighborhoods. And while it looks like a lot on radar, not all of this has necessarily been hitting the ground because this rainfall is thousands of feet above our head. Even though the clouds are low, the clouds that are giving us the rainfall anyways, are well up there. So we're hoping to see this continue on through the overnight and the early morning time frame. Hopefully by then some of it will reach the ground and actually accumulate, and it's going to make our temperatures feel even chillier as we start things out tomorrow morning. So this morning we began the day at 50 degrees at CCIA. We topped out with a high of 64 degrees. Not a huge range because, again, the clouds don't allow for a whole lot of variation, but I am hoping we could pick up some measurable rainfall by the time we look at this almanac again tomorrow evening. So with that, that'll be the first change that we're looking for the start of the week, is the opportunity for rainfall today into tomorrow morning. And then we're going to warm up a little bit and then get our hopes brought back down by the temperature situation again. So we'll keep cloudy, moody, chilly temperatures in the forecast. By the time we start seeing that sunshine come back into the mix, it's going to be about the Wednesday time frame, and we're not going to have a whole lot of opportunity for rainfall until about the time we come back from the upcoming weekend. So here's a look at that 7-day forecast. This is what I'm talking about with being all over the place with the forecast. We're hoping for some rain tonight, windy and chilly as we head into the end of the week, but the sun does come back, and we'll keep our fingers crossed for rainfall next Monday.
The 91st Nueces County Junior Livestock Show is now underway, and it's all about the kids. Our neighborhood news reporter Stephanie Molina joins us live from the Richard Borchard Fairgrounds in Robstown. Steph, I understand a bunch of the kiddos are showing off their animals today.
Hey Clara, that's right. There are several events happening this week, and right now it's a market goat show where local kids are competing. I spoke to two sets of sisters who told me about what it takes for this big day.
When you set them up, you do it like this.
Meet Scarlett Schultz. The Callahan 4th grader is getting ready to showcase Boone, her loyal 10-month-old companion. It's her second year in the ring, and she's not doing it alone. Her sister Hazel is right beside her.
How does it feel knowing that this is like a family tradition?
It's just like a lot of fun showing goats, and sometimes you get a little nervous and stuff like that, but I love showing goats.
Hazel is participating in the Pee Wee Goat Showmanship, and her sister Scarlett is competing in the Market Goat Showmanship. Both tell me this whole process has been easier thanks to Boone's calm personality.
He lets me pet them, and some goats are like run away when they go in the pen, but he will like come to me. Yeah.
And they're not alone. Siblings Kinley and Savannah Schaefer are also turning heads with their goat Dorito.
When my sister does it, she goes out at night and she learns. So she goes at night, I do morning.
It's clear that for these sisters, showing goats is more than a competition. It's a celebration. The Pee Wee Goat Showmanship will begin after the Goat Market Show. We'll be sure to announce those winners on our website. Reporting live from Robstown, I'm Stephanie Molina, Chris 6 News.
All right, Steph, make sure you get a picture with those cute goats. Now, the Nueces County Junior Livestock Show runs until this Friday at the Borchard Fairgrounds. Visit our website for a full schedule of the events. Well, making sure every kid feels included, we'll introduce you to the newest Barbie. And don't go anywhere. Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauper will join us for a final look at the forecast. You're watching Chris 6 News at 5. Well, the man known simply as the greatest is being honored with 2 stamps. These stamps feature boxing icon Muhammad Ali, which will debut on Thursday. Ali once said he should be on a postage stamp because, quote, that's the only way I'll ever get licked. Ali was a 3-time heavyweight boxing champion, but he also used his fame to advocate for peace and humanitarian issues. In 2005, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is the nation's highest civilian honor. He died in 2016 at the age of 74 following a lengthy battle with Parkinson's disease. Well, the U.S. Postal Service is also honoring legendary martial artist Bruce Lee. This new Forever stamp will feature Lee, who has inspired generations to explore the worlds of mixed martial arts, action movies, and the Asian culture. The stamp features Lee executing his famous flying kick. The Postal Service is planning a first day of issue event for the Bruce Lee Forever stamp on February 18th in Seattle. Well, Mattel has unveiled its first autistic Barbie doll. The new Barbie was created with guidance from the autistic community and represents common ways autistic people may experience, process, and communicate about the world around them. Well, this morning, class was in session. The National Weather Service Corpus Christi office hosted a workshop on river flooding at the Texas State Aquarium. Local emergency managers, city, county leaders, and many weather experts, including our team, were there too. So, Steph, what did you learn?
Well, as you'll see on the screens there, we were talking about river flooding and some of the different scenarios that we could be in because we haven't had a whole lot of rain yet. But it will rain again in the coastal bend, and it's good to know for a lot of the emergency managers out there and other local leaders what products, what new technology is available for them when they're trying to make all these decisions to keep our neighbors safe here.
Yeah,
so
most definitely.
Very, very useful. Thanks to our friends of the National Weather Service for hosting that great training. And hey, maybe we can train Mother Nature to give us some rainfall. I don't know. We need some rain here. I'm ready to flip a coin and do all the superstitions. But I do think we'll get some more rain that could hopefully measure up by the time we get into tomorrow morning. We'll have a dry spell through the week with those temperatures ebbing and flowing. And then it looks like maybe next week could be off to a little bit more of a rainy start. But don't see any freeze in the future. So at least that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. I know. My grass needs the rain.
Oh, yes, mine too.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you here tonight at 6.
Bye.